I'm Richard Lewis reporting for Cadred.org, and I'm here with 3K2 from SpeedGaming. You just had a real close game against the former Zero Empathy. What exactly happened there? I think you were meant to be clear favourites.
Yeah, we thought so as well, but pretty much we got the first pistol round, and then we just got off to a really bad start at 5 rounds, and they got 9 in a row, I think. Might be down to us like having just walked around being lazy for 4 hours, but yeah, we came back and then we took almost every round from there on, so it was okay. Got a bad start, that was it.
Well, there have been a lot of delays in the tournament, as you've kind of alluded to there. How does that affect the team? You know, when you have a tense and a close game, you know, to look forward to, it's on the horizon. How do you stay focused when you've got maybe 3-4 hours with little to do?
Yeah, it's actually really hard to do that. So like, we stop a game and we're supposed to play in 1 hour, so we try to like stay in the mood to play and stuff like that, and then it's delayed 1 hour and one more, and then when we set up, I think the problem with these group stages were that the team that was second seeded, like they were, had just played, so they could sit there and just play, and we had to get all our gear set up, and when that was done we just had to start, so it was really hard to get a good start.
Yeah, so a little bit of an advantage there because you didn't get to warm up or anything like that. Well, there's been a few kind of organisational issues, I would say, during the course of the event. How does this kind of rate to somebody like yourself that's, you know, been around for a while and been to a few lands? Do you think maybe that this is you know, something that could have been avoided, or are these unforeseeable kind of snafus that are just going to happen?
I think this should have been avoided. I mean, okay, some people aren't good at setting up. People don't know actually what settings they use at home, so it can take a lot of time. But here we have to like install USB drivers and stuff like that, and that takes a lot of time. So it shouldn't be this bad, but it's not. Compared to other non-Björk events, it's not that bad, so it's okay.
So next for you is going to be the Norwegians, Nordic Esports, I believe, is that correct?
Yeah.
Do you know much about them? Have you been doing any preparation? Have you played them before?
Nah, not really. I think we practiced against them like one time, but I think they're playing with their 6th and a stand-in, so it's not really their normal team.
Oh, right, okay.
So, no, we haven't prepared for them, but we're pretty sure we can win.
What if you were to beat them and get through there? Is there one team that in particular you would like to play down the road? I see there's a lot of rivalries, especially between Danish teams. That was something that came up in the interview when we were talking about the former Zero Empathy.
Yeah.
Is there anyone here you'd like to beat?
We'd really like to beat Recent Gaming, but I mean, from what I've seen of the brackets, we are not going to meet them unless we like both teams get to the grand final. So, but it would be nice to beat them. I mean, they've been the dominant
in the grand final.
Yeah, especially. But I mean, they've been the dominant team in Denmark for so long, so it would be really nice to beat them. But we have very games in brackets, and of course, it would be like the dream of a team to beat them in a BO3 match like that. So yeah.
Well, it's interesting you should mention that, because Very Games didn't get off to a great start themselves, and they drew against that Hungarian side of Total Gaming. Do you think that this could be the event where they finally relinquish their grip on the European scene?
Yeah, it might be, or the world scene. I mean,
I should say that, yes.
Yeah. I think the game against the Hungarians we can't say that Very Games are bad because of that, because I remember playing the Hungarians once at Tex, and we also underestimated them, so we went into the game thinking this would be easy, and some of their players can really make big rounds, and we saw Resist do that as well against Very Games, and I think they just underestimated them. I still think Very Games are the favourites to win.
Okay, well, thanks very much for taking the time to talk to us today, and all the best for your next game against the Norwegians. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
And of course, to all the viewers out there, all the viewers out there at Cadred.org, do stay tuned to the website, where we're going to have more video content, more interviews, more match reports, and more photographs from here at DSRack 3 in Copenhagen.